Hello plane spotters and aviation lovers. Today you join me here at London Gatwick Airport again. Today we're going to be flying on British Airways, but not just British Airways EuroFlyer on board the Airbus A320-200. Quite an old aircraft too today. So let's get into the video, into the terminal. Okay then folks, through check-in and security now. That took about 30-40 minutes today. We don't normally check in, but we had to because we had undercarriage baggage. Security today was okay, not the best I've had here at Gatwick, but it's very busy in mid-August. Let's go through duty free and find somewhere to get it. Okay then folks, today we are gate 90. Not 10, we've been 10 the past few times, but today we're gate 90. Let's go to gate 90, it's quite a far walk, so let's get started early. Nice sunrise over the airport shortly. Let's go for this walk then. I've got my £1 drink. If you're new to the channel, I always get the £1 drink when we're at the airport. Such good value. Okay then folks, it is 5:54 in the morning here at Gatwick. It's time to board the plane now. Doesn't leave for another 45 minutes, but we're going to get on board nice and early. The water fountain was broken, so I couldn't fill up my water bottle unfortunately, so I had to buy a bottle from the vending machine for £2.50. So Gatwick, please fix the water fountain. But this is the queue currently. So let's go. Okay then folks, all through the boarding pass check now. Let's go and get on board our British Airways Airbus A320 to Dalaman.
Today's aircraft, Golf-Echo Uniform Yankee, is an Airbus A320-200 delivered new to British Airways in September 2008, making this aircraft 17 years old at time of travel. However, this aircraft has been operated by British Airways EuroFlyer since May 2025. Getting on board today, the seats are in your standard 3x3 configuration.
Okay then folks, on board the British Airways Airbus A320 now. First impressions are a little bit tight. Very busy aircraft today. I think it's a full aircraft, but we'll be setting off shortly. Nice headrest as well. We'll go through the seat once we're up in the air on this 4-hour flight today. So let's get moving.
And we were up, now let's take a look at the routing for today's flight. Today we depart out to Gatwick before turning over Kent. Over much of Europe today, many countries, before making our descent into Dalaman. Flight time today, around 3 hours 35 minutes, cruising at 35,000 feet.
Okay then folks, airborne out of London Gatwick. Some nice shots there of Kent and Manston Airport. You would have seen there, I work just at the end of Manston Airport in the office there. So they've come around with the complimentary snacks. Today we've got a golden syrup flapjack. Give that a little try shortly. They should come around the complimentary water in a minute, and I'm probably going to get something from the cafe shop today because I'm quite hungry and have not had breakfast yet. Folks, so let's try our complimentary snack. Very sweet, but very dry. Definitely going to need a drink with that. Okay then folks, well into the flight now, and the crew have come around with the High Life Onboard Cafe. So today we have gone for the sandwich, which has just come in the toasty, of English breakfast tea and some olives. So here's this, and the tea, and the toasties just on its way being cooked now. I managed to get the last one they've got on board. So once that's here, I'll show you the food and what I think of it. Okay folks, it has arrived very, very hot. I'll try and get it out of the packet. So let's have a little look at it. Here we go then, here it is, let's look inside. Nice filling cheese. It does look quite good to be fair, and I did just try some of that ham just off the corner here. And it's very good ham. It tastes very good. So let's give the whole sandwich a taste. Now that's very nice. One thing I would say, you can definitely taste the cheese there, and that ham is good. However, whether it's been in the bag, the bread's kind of sweated a bit, you can taste that, but other than that, that's quite a good toasty. Really nice gammon there, and really nice cheese flavour. The mustard wasn't too strong, but that was still a nice sandwich. Let's try one of these olives then. Okay then folks, now it's time to look at the seat we've got today on board this British Airways Airbus A320, and we're on the 200 today. 17 years old this aircraft, so it's going to maybe look a bit different to the British Airways aircraft you've been on or you will get on. So let's have a look around. So first of all then, this is the back of the seat. So we've got a very big literature hole here, but there's only one thing in there, which is this magazine, which the High Life Cafe and Shop, which are some things in there, but it's not as extensive as some of the other ones, and there's nothing else in there. Normally you have the High Fly magazine, but we don't have any of them on board today. I can't see them in any of the seat pockets. Looking down then, we have a seat pocket, which is always nice to have. You can store your drinks in there and some of your rubbish. We've got the safety card and a sick bag. One thing I would say is they need to maybe try and get some stain remover on that, because that goes all the way up the seat, that pink paint. Look at the tray table then. Tray table. Nice and big tray table. I like a big tray table. You can put your laptop on it and it comes towards you too, so you can stretch out as well. Nice and clean as well, and I've eaten on that today. Okay, then moving on to the legroom. Now, I would say last time I went on British Airways, the legroom was better. Maybe I was shorter then, because it was a few years ago. But if we look at the legroom here, I mean, there's not that much if we compare that to the low-cost airlines like Norwegian, Ryanair. There's not too much difference compared to what the cost comparison is sometimes, but the seat is lots more cushioned than you would get on Ryanair. And also, look at this. You can really cushion yourself in your neck support, so that is quite nice. That is a massive feature of this seat. The seats do recline though, but I'm not going to recline. I'll speak to you all before we make our initial descent down into Dalaman. Okay folks, very quickly review, because there's people waiting for me to sit back next to the window. So we've got a nice bathroom here. It's nearly the end of the flight. It's fairly clean. Crew only, but we've got the tissue there that you can use the bin. Hand soap, a nice mirror. Not much space in here, but there's two of them back here on the Airbus A320, so nice and clean. Now let's head back to the seat. We've not got long now until we start our descent. Okay, let's talk about some of the other features you get on board here on British Airways then. So you are actually meant to get Wi-Fi on board, and you can order online too. But the Wi-Fi isn't working, it's not even showing up as a network. And if you're a club member of British Airways, which I am a blue club member, the bottom tier, but you should still get free texting. But that's none of that has happened, so that's maybe where they've not turned it on or it's broken. But another feature is we have got you might be able to see there, USB chargers there. So USB-A, make sure you do not bring a USB-C to USB-C fast charger. Bring USB-A to USB-C and you'll be able to charge your device on board, which I'm doing right now, and the charger does work. Not a very quick one, it does say slow charger on my phone, but that is still, at least you can charge your phone on the plane. Now today's flight was booked as a part of a package, however it's estimated this flight cost around £152, earning me 912 Avios points and 75 tier points. Okay now folks, off of the aircraft, and it is time to go through border control here at Dalaman Airport. Let's see how this goes. Okay then folks, through passport control and off of the plane, we're now officially in Turkey, stamped in. We get stamped into Turkey as it's not a part of the European travel zone. So now it's time to go and fetch our suitcases, which probably aren't even off the plane yet, to be fair. But that was very quick. I've not had it that quick in ages, especially when you have to get stamped in. So well done to Dalaman Airport. Okay then folks, outside of Dalaman Airport now. Very, very hot. Humid as well, you can feel it in the air. So I've got the suitcases. It didn't take too much time at all really. I thought it was going to take much longer than that, but we've got this. Okay then, so we are here now at the hotel where I will sum up this BA flight review. Okay then folks, I may have forgotten to record this bit in the hotel back in Dalaman, Marmaris, but we're here now back in the UK. Just editing this video actually, this is the last part I need to put in. So British Airways, what did you think of that? This is their EuroFlyer option, which is meant to be a little bit cheaper than flying from Heathrow on normal British Airways. But we'll be taking a flight with normal British Airways in just a few months across to a brand new country here on the channel, so stick around for that one. What am I going to give British Airways today for this flight? Well, I thought it was very good. The crew were very friendly and the service and seat were pretty good. So I'm going to give them a good score and I recommend flying with them. The flight did work out to about £152, which is rather expensive compared to some of the other flights I've been on. However, if you're searching for a deal and you find one, definitely choose British Airways. I'll see you all next time here on Random Plane Spotter 20, where we will be flying on Sun Express, a brand new airline for the channel. Until next time, bye-bye.